You sit down here. People.
People?
People, calm yourself. Calm your nuggets.
People. New Zealand. Oh, it's nice and warm.
That's right, I keep it warm for you. I've got the warmth of the sun within me at night.
Thank you. Quality ceiling. Let's crank it all the way up, right? Why not?
You need to introduce us.
Hi, my name is Jalisa.
I'm Atti.
And this is Atti, and we are having a play day playing the
Games from the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality.
I don't know why
It's a mouthful, I just have said it a lot of times.
Yeah.
So what's the game?
This game is New Zealand, right?
It's called Wakamarina Valley.
Wakamarina Valley, New Zealand.
It's a, as I understand it, a simulator of a real place in New Zealand. And Jalisa's playing today because she was interested in playing this one.
Isn't it beautiful?
We're taking turns playing games from this racial justice bundle, of which there are many.
Yeah. I kind of love this already. It's so pretty.
I feel like there's a lot of glare from our living room window that is preventing me from actually seeing this. I'm seeing more dirt on the screen than anything. Oh, that does help.
Does that help? Okay.
Don't press the screen.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's not what that. Gosh, touch it. It's weird. I feel really low to the ground, so I don't really feel like a person walking through here.
Children are people.
I don't feel.
You feel lower than a child?
Yeah, I
perhaps
feel
you're
lower
a fox.
than a child. Yeah. This is
Or
so
they probably don't have foxes in New Zealand. Perhaps you're a.
They might.
I would contest that. I would be surprised actually. Are there foxes?
Oh, I can't go into
in
the water.
New Zealand.
I can't jump. This game sucks.
This is interesting.
There are.
Hold on. Sounds like there's some history actually. The introduction of red foxes to the southern hemisphere was an ill-conceived ecological hospital pass that New Zealand narrowly dodged.
Nice.
However, New Zealand acclimatization societies made sure that many other unwelcome mammals made it to our shores, which have followed the fox's lead in decimating Antipodean wildlife. The red fox, Vulpes vulpes, is an iconic part of the English landscape and one of the small number of British mammals that have thrived in the urban landscapes of cities such as Bristol. These brush-tailed foxes live happily in a variety of environments, whether it be forests, mountains, grasslands, deserts, and more recently bustling cities. Its wide diet and remarkable resourcefulness has led it to spread throughout large parts of Europe, America, Eurasia, and North Africa. Never heard Eurasia before. It must have meant Eurasia.
Yeah.
Though its introduction into southern climes, namely Australia, has proven to be disastrous, and it's only pure luck that New Zealand dodged its successful introduction. The success of these predators is linked to their unique biology. Oh, we don't have to read that. In English cities, blah, blah, blah. In Australia, acclimatization society groups first introduced the red fox in the mid-1800s for the purposes of sport hunting. However, the introduction of foxes to Australia was an ecological disaster, with the adaptable predators spreading quickly and causing catastrophic declines in Australia's small mammal, reptile, and bird populations. Today, the red fox, charismatic in its home range, is listed as one of the world's most invasive species, with over 7 million individuals in Australia alone and little hope of removing it from the Australian landscape. Across the Tasman Sea, colonists arriving to Aotearoa, Aotearoa, New Zealand, had an equal fervor for the acclimatization of plants and animals from home, and it is only by pure luck that foxes did not become established. They've said that several times now. Indeed, in 1864, a pair of red foxes was introduced to the South Island by Mr. Charles, Prince of Dunedin. Isn't Dunedin a place from Lord of the Rings? Really? Dunedin? Something like that, right? Thankfully, they failed to establish as a successful introduction would have spelled a rapid end for large ground nesting birds such as kiwi, wio or blue duck, and kea, just to name a few. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, I'm not sure. In fact, the New Zealand government recognized the threat posed by foxes early and banned their importation under the Protection of Certain Animals Act of 1861. Sadly, this was not driven by any recognized need to protect New Zealand's unique fauna, rather the potential threat posed to lambs and other livestock. Still, New Zealand acclimatization societies were incredibly active between the mid-1800s and 1900s, liberating a broad range of animals driven largely by sentiment and a gun-toting desire for game. The acclimatization societies brought everything from antelopes to zebras, partridges, and kangaroos to our shores, though despite their best efforts, most of their species failed to thrive. Certain species, like the mallard duck and brush-tailed possum, only began to boom after great perseverance from these societies, which conducted a number of releases over decades. Yeah, so they tried having foxes in New Zealand, but it failed. Instead, what do we have? Small mammals, or it might not be mammal. Maybe you're a kiwi. You're a bit tall for a kiwi. I also feel that you're getting taller.
Maybe.
Enter open fast travel menu? Does that have to be there?
I don't want to fast travel then.
Okay, good, it's gone.
I want to go through here and walk through the orchard. It's okay.
So how is this game made again? It's like photo composites or something?
I think so.
Where do your photos go after you take them?
I don't know.
I'm a little bit nonplussed by the music.
Yeah.
I feel like the music is very generic, and it would have been fun if it were like Maori.
Yeah.
You know?
Why does it...
Kind of blurry.
Yeah, why does it refocus right before I take the picture?
Welcome to photography.
Is that a thing that happens?
It happens to me. I don't know if it happens to good photographers. What are the controls for the camera? Autofocus is right click. Manual focus is right click and mouse wheel. Which one are you doing?
Left click and mouse wheel.
Left click?
Mm-hmm.
I said right click.
Well, right click then. You know I can't tell my lefts from my rights.
I didn't know that. I know I can't.
You're in good company. I cannot.
Well, I missed a lot because I was reading. What's the coolest thing you've seen so far? Any animals?
No animals. No animals.
I can hear
and the
it.
same...
I can hear some.
Yeah. And I've just been seeing the same flowers over and over again.
Well, that's probably somewhat accurate.
Right. But it's very pretty. Ooh, here's a
Wakamarina
nice little hidden pathway. Let me in!
Valley, New Zealand.
Let me in! Oh my gosh, let me through. Oh, this makes me so sad.
What? Oh, yeah. Like I call that the Monster Hunter effect, because although there's other games that I've experienced before Monster Hunter that did this, Monster Hunter was the biggest offender in making like clearly accessible areas, if this were real world, completely walled off by a very blatant invisible wall.
Yes. Hate it.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest pet peeves too.
Oh wait, maybe I can just go through this way.
Let's see, about this game. Wakamarina Valley, New Zealand is a short exploration photography experience set near Queen Charlotte Sound on New Zealand's South Island. Use the game's camera to observe and interact with the world around you while exploring and completing photo-related objectives. What are the objectives?
Oh, there are objectives?
The game has an important focus on immersion and not holding your hand. Your attentiveness and eagerness to explore will be rewarded with access to hidden areas and new features. The game will also includes an immersive, curated soundtrack. This is definitely one for turning down the lights and wearing headphones. Oh well. This project started out as a showcase of my work in environment design. I wanted to create a realistic, densely forested scene using photo-scanned 3D assets that could run smoothly in real time. The environment was created in Unreal Engine 4 with heavy reference to photos taken at the location. You'll encounter rocky riverbeds, dense forest paths, vast farmland, and distant hills, a lot of which resemble the appearance of the real valley in New Zealand. As I spent more time on this, I began to build on some camera mechanics I thought added a unique personal level of interactivity to the experience. I hope the atmosphere and ambience created by the environment will help you, will keep you coming back when you're stressed. Some extra recommendations: personalize the soundtrack. Feel free to pause the in-game music and play your own in the background. And then it goes on. Please try to avoid looking for online guides if you're feeling impatient. Often what you're looking for will only take a few extra minutes to discover. What are we looking for?
I don't know. I'm just meandering. I want to be able to walk into the water.
Are you impressed that I read that entire article while resisting the entire time using my bad New Zealand accent?
Yes. It's quite the feat. You read that really quickly too, and very, like, clearly. If I were reading that fast, it would have sounded like a jumbled mess.
Well, thank you. I'm a very experienced read-alouder. Oh, nice. That does look pretty. I love how this game accurately represents the way that it never looks as good in the camera as it does in real life.
Yes, why won't it let me zoom?
It almost, I think that what's going on there is that your camera, the flower is actually between you and your camera technically. When you put your camera up, I think it's confused somehow.
Oh, this is clear as I can do
Yeah, a little obnoxious.
it. Well, I'm gonna take it in. Well, I keep wanting to press the spacebar to take pictures.
It really just lets you mush up into that. The lighting is pretty great. Weird to see. A little weird to see like flat CG, like clearly, you know, CG things lit so realistically.
This is very pretty and relaxing. Ooh, secret path. Secret path, Atti. Look. Is this it?
What? Is this what?
Is this it?
What do you mean it?
I wanted to walk through like an entire cave. This is really cool though.
I can't even see. The glare is too intense.
Really? It's like a
Is that your arm?
yeah. Gosh, I wish I could.
It's okay. I don't need to see it.
It's very pretty. It would be cool to what?
I don't know, you just said that a few times.
I know, but it is. I wish I could say it in better words. I wish that there were more. Didn't they say something about doing more environments and having other locales that you could go to?
Did they? When I read aloud, although I'm good at reading aloud, I do not take in what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think you mentioned any of that whenever you're reading. I just remember whenever we were looking at it in itch.io, they said that they wanted to do other locations.
Oh, I'm sure they would love to.
I can imagine how much work this took though.
You can?
I can't. Like, I cannot.
Yeah, I can't do that. Wait, go up, go up. There's like something up there. Big old rock face. Oh, your computer's starting to get huffy about it.
It's because I cranked the graphics all the way up.
Was it worth it?
It was. Absolutely. 100%.
Ooh. What have we got here?
Down here?
There's this view is nice. I like all the plants covering that hill.
That's pretty. Ah, yes. Gorgeous. That's decent framing.
Framing of what?
I don't know the hill. Oh, tire tracks. It'd be cool if they build this game as just like a walk through, take pictures.
Does something get darker?
But it ended up being something like a lot more, and they just managed to keep it secret.
You should put this game on the website of New Zealand's tourism board.
Yeah.
That was so enthusiastic.
It seems like a no-brainer, right? Like, of course New Zealand's beautiful, but what a better way
So
to
I've heard, yeah.
illustrate that than to have people walk through it digitally. Especially right now when a lot of people are so used to just being at home and being bored because of COVID. I feel like this would be
Yeah, you know that program where like people can it's like people under 35 I think can visit New Zealand for a year and like on like an extended work visa that only requires them to work like part-time and
Really?
and like facilitates their travel between different jobs across the country.
No, I didn't know about that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a thing. They should extend it because of the years that are going to be missing because of COVID-19. They should make it so that like for me, after like say we're in quarantine for another like 2 years, I'll have like 3 years left to get it done, which should be plenty. But at the same time, like they should extend it to 5 years again. Speaking of which, Thursday after next, I'm not going to be 30 anymore.
True. We will have been the same age for a month and a half. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of explored the extent of what this game has to offer.
Well, I'm sure we haven't.
We haven't, but as far as like a general look into the beauty, we have seen it. We have tasted its fruit.
Honestly, kind of a weird game to put on stream, really. Definitely more of a personal, take your time, de-stress kind of experience.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a watch other people do that kind of experience. Especially when we, are probably not in the most ready to relax and really immerse ourselves state currently.
Mm-hmm. I just want to beat stuff up.
Oh, is that what you want? You picked the wrong game.
No, I forgot what this game was.
Really?
Yeah.
To that extent?
Mm-hmm.
You heard Wakamarina Valley, New Zealand, a very descriptive title, and thought maybe I'll get to beat stuff up.
I was like, well, maybe it's like a tactics-based.
Oh my god, you did not. You're teasing me.
Nice tree. Great.
You're done, eh? Let's. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
I wonder who made those tire tracks. Well, thank you very much for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you learned some stuff about New Zealand and the unsuccessful assimilation of the red fox species.
Yeah, assimilation or invasion, I suppose.
Yeah, good on them.
Ooh, can you jump off the cliff?
I can't even jump.
Oh.
But yeah, this was great. I hope everybody has a good
Implement
day.
the jump.
Please, give me a jump button. That's all I want.
Why?
This game is
so
perfect.
silly.
I just want to
There's
jump.
no way that you shouldn't. No.
Just let me jump.
I'd like this to be third person.
Can I get a jump, please? All they would have to do is like make the camera bounce up and down.
Yeah, you. That's what it is. I suppose you're gonna go to the real Wakamarina Valley, New Zealand someday and be like, what I would suggest is more platforming. Of course, the real Wakamarina Valley does have more platforming than this game, ironically. Anyways, we should actually probably end the video. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Until next time.